Angel Reese, going home to her alma mater, LSU, plays against the Brazilian national team in front of 6,373 people. 6,373 people. This is an arena that holds 13,000 people.
What happens when a self-proclaimed draw in women's basketball returns to her championship alma mater? You'd expect packed stands, thunderous applause, and tickets impossible to find, right? Angel Reese's LSU homecoming showed something entirely different.
Angel Reese fans, LSU fans, all of you who tell us, oh my God, what a big superstar. Oh my God, transcendent. Oh my goodness, generational. Oh my goodness, so on and so forth. You guys do all the talking, all the yapping. Twitter fingers turn to can't even show up and buy ticket fingers.
Despite dirt cheap ticket prices and the nostalgic return of a national champion, the Pete Maravich Assembly Center sat half empty during the Chicago Sky's preseason game against the Brazilian national team. The same building that roared for Reese during her college career suddenly went quiet when she returned as a pro. Was it all just smoke and mirrors? I thought people watch for her too? And what did Angel Reese's mom and her new coach Tyler Marsh have to say in all of this? If you ride with Clark, comment CC is the GOAT down below. Let's go.
Yeah, we're gonna eat good this year. How about another McBrick? Bang! Your local McDonald's, you can order the Angel Reese special, you get the combo meal, you get the bang bang! Hey, get her a credit card, with the reward points, cause she loves to travel! Bang!
What happens when a national champion returns home? For most stars, it's a celebration complete with fanfare, packed stands, and enough energy to power a small city. For Angel Reese, it was something else entirely. Remember when Angel Reese boldly claimed she was the reason people watch women's basketball alongside Caitlin Clark? Those words echoed through sports media for weeks. Reese positioned herself as an equal draw, suggesting fans tune in just as much for her as they do for Clark. It was a big claim that set expectations high for her return to LSU.
Angel Reese is now quoted as saying, "I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person." She refuses to say Caitlin Clark's name. "It's because of me too, and I want you to realize that."
The Chicago Sky scheduled a preseason matchup against the Brazilian national team at Reese's alma mater. The perfect homecoming story. This should have been a slam dunk for attendance. A national champion returning to the place where she made history? Yet the actual turnout told a different story.
A lot of Angel Reese fans are not basketball fans, and they are proving it. They proved it last night without a shadow of a doubt. That was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen.
The Pete Maravich Assembly Center holds over 13,000 fans when filled to capacity. During Reese's college days, those seats were regularly packed with purple and gold. But for her professional return, merely 6,000 people showed up. That's less than half the arena's capacity, leaving entire sections visibly empty.
They did not even halfway fill that place up last night. So the narrative about people are watching for me too, people are showing up for me too, that narrative is, don't let anybody try to blow smoke up your ass.
What makes this even more surprising were the ticket prices. Fans could get in the door for as little as $11 on some resale sites. $11. That's cheaper than most movie tickets these days. Even with such accessible pricing, thousands of seats remained unfilled.
There was over 6,800 seats still available, and some people were saying, by the way, that literally there were some $15 tickets out there.
Social media quickly noticed the attendance issue. "Yo, it's empty in there," one user posted. Another pointed out, Angel Reese fans couldn't even sell out LSU's arena for her return, and tickets were dirt cheap. The cameras couldn't hide the truth as they panned across sections of vacant seats during the broadcast. This attendance failure raises serious questions about Reese's marketability. She's secured major endorsement deals and positioned herself as a basketball icon, yet couldn't fill her home arena at bargain prices. The gap between her perceived draw and the actual numbers is impossible to ignore. The empty seats directly contradict Reese's claim about being a major reason fans watch women's basketball. If that were true, wouldn't her homecoming be the hottest ticket in Baton Rouge? The numbers speak for themselves.
We're going to point this out because Angel decided to come out and she said, I'm going to play the victim. Or, well, the victim, yeah, and the villain. People are watching for me too. No, they're not. No, they're not.
Of course, criticism about the half-empty arena quickly made its way across social media platforms. And when fans started pointing out the obvious attendance issue, they received an unexpected response. Not from Angel herself, but from her mother, who jumped to her daughter's defense with a tweet that only added fuel to the fire. When the photos of empty seats hit social media, Angel Reese's mom didn't stay silent. Her response? It only made things worse. As fans pointed out those vacant sections at LSU, Angel's mother jumped into the Twitter fray with a defensive comeback that missed the mark completely. Rather than addressing the disappointing turnout, she chose to shift the focus elsewhere.
Angel Reese's mother has gone on the offensive and called out Caitlin Clark fans for pointing out attendance. And I just don't see the point in this. I don't see the point in this.
Her exact tweet read, "That certain fan base looking in the stands celebrating attendance while others are looking up in the rafters celebrating championship banners. We ain't the same. Different year, same haters. Have a great day." This wasn't subtle. Everyone knew exactly which certain fan base she was talking about. The pointed reference to Caitlin Clark's supporters came across as both defensive and dismissive. Instead of acknowledging the legitimate surprise that a hometown hero couldn't fill half an arena, she tried creating a false equivalence between attendance numbers and championship banners.
There is no argument to be made. We heard it from Chinea Wumake as well. We've heard it from a lot of people. Like, there's no argument to be made that there is a needle. There is a needle.
The problem? The tweet actually attracted more attention to the exact issue she wanted to deflect from. Social media users quickly pointed out the glaring contradictions. One fan fired back, "Her daughter playing in that empty arena got her so tight she had to take a swing at us, I'm in tears."
You have literally got a parent of a player in the WNBA flexing winning a college ring, while instead of, because people are calling out attendance. These people are calling out attendance, and the only reason people are calling out attendance is because Angel said the whole "people watching for me too."
Others noted the most uncomfortable truth. Wouldn't it be more helpful if you directed your hate at how LSU games were packed this year, but this game was not? This perfectly captured the central issue. During Reese's college days, LSU consistently packed the house. So why couldn't her WNBA return generate the same enthusiasm?
But people have not shown up to watch her play basketball, and that is a fact. Like, people do not really show up to watch Angel Reese play basketball. And I do think that there's a, not that there's a reason for it, but I do think that that can be, like, that's something that you can mention when the "people are watching for me too" statement has come out of her mouth.
The mother-daughter defensive stance backfired spectacularly. Instead of quieting critics, it amplified the conversation about Reese's actual drawing power. The championship banner argument held little water in the professional context. College achievements don't automatically translate to WNBA star power. What's more, the attempt to change the subject only highlighted the gap between perception and reality. If you need to remind people of past glory when current attendance is disappointing, you've already lost the argument. The Twitter defense served as a perfect microcosm of the larger issue at play. For all the talk about being a major draw in women's basketball, the empty seats told a different story. And no amount of deflection to championship banners could fill those vacant spots in the stands.
The second you go to college, what you did in high school doesn't matter. The second you set foot in the pros, what you did in college does not matter.
This attendance disappointment coincides with another challenge for Reese as she enters her second WNBA season. Her playing role in Chicago is about to undergo a significant change that could further complicate her road to stardom. Just as Angel Reese is struggling to fill seats, her new coach has a plan that might make it even harder for her to shine. Coincidence? Chicago Sky's new head coach Tyler Marsh isn't just changing the team's strategy. He's completely reimagining Angel Reese's role on the court. The player who made her name as a dominant force under the basket is being moved away from her comfort zone. Marsh wants to transform Reese into a stretch four player, taking her away from the paint and pushing her toward the perimeter.
By contrast, Reese's shooting woes drew criticism. She finished 30th in two-point percentage at 40%. God. 29th in three-point percentage, 18.8, and her effective field goal percentage was a league low 39.5%. That's crazy as hell. And I don't want to hear nothing about a big. We're going to take a look at something. Even from the free throw line, often a reliable scoring source for bigs, she landed 27th. Considering most of Reese's shots come from close to the rim,
This isn't a minor adjustment. It's a fundamental change to her entire game. Throughout her college career and rookie WNBA season, Reese built her reputation on being a rebounding machine who could consistently post double-doubles. Her aggressive play around the basket became her signature, grabbing rebounds, missing shots, getting rebounds again, and making us all laugh at our seats.
Setting the line at 3.5 hop skippity doo 3000s this year, okay?
Chicken fingers? Butterfingers? Butter pecan? Burn!
Na 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 boo boo, you can't get me. Look at me now, I'm soaring through the air like a flying giraffe. Bang!
Sometimes I think she closes her eyes and says, F it, the rim's up there somewhere. Bang!
Let's throw it back to the greatest layup ever known to mankind, the scoopity poop layup. How about it? Bang! Professional athlete, by the way.
She's got more podcast episodes, 30, than double-doubles, 26. Can't make it up. Bang!
But that might soon be a thing of the past. Marsh's new plan involves Reese taking mid-range jumpers and making more off-ball cuts. The problem? Her shooting efficiency is questionable at best. Last season, Reese shot a dismal 39.1% from within 5 feet of the rim, the worst percentage in the entire WNBA among players with significant minutes. If she struggled that close to the basket, how will she perform from even farther out?
It's just a fact. She is, it's more than a fact. She is not good at layups. But I was looking at her stats. I jotted some down right here, and she shoots an abysmal 39% from the field. She shot below 50% on shots less than 5 feet away, which is bad. And even worse than that is that shots from 5 to 9 feet, 13%.
This shift happens to coincide with Camila Cardoso's increased prominence in the Sky's offensive scheme. The coaching staff is clearing the paint for Cardoso, who shoots at a much higher percentage near the rim. The message seems clear. They're betting on Cardoso as their main interior threat, not Reese. Taking Reese away from the glass limits her opportunities for offensive rebounds, a key part of her game. If she's hanging around the perimeter, those putback opportunities disappear. Her rebounding numbers will likely drop, and with them, the double-doubles that defined her rookie season.
and this tells you, look at effective bigs in the league. Jonquel Jones, one of my favorite players, actually. Brittany Griner, 1 and 2. All right, that's what it's supposed to look like for somebody that's 6'3" and above. Asia Wilson, way up there. Then Mitchell, then Clark. Look, if you want to compare Angel to somebody like Aaliyah Boston, look at that. I mean, she's right here, 53.7% from 2-point percentage. She was ranked 13th in the league. Angel was ranked 30th.
Reese sounds determined to adapt, saying, "What's the point of me working on it if I'm not going to take the shot?" But confidence alone won't fix shooting mechanics or create a quicker release. The timing couldn't be more revealing. Just as questions arise about Reese's drawing power off the court, her new role might prevent her from padding those double-double stats that built her reputation. While Reese faces these challenges in Chicago, another rookie from her draft class is experiencing a completely different trajectory, both on and off the court. Caitlin Clark isn't just filling arenas, she's forcing teams to find bigger venues. While Angel Reese returned to half-empty stands, Caitlin Clark can't seem to find an arena big enough to hold her fans. The contrast between these two stars couldn't be more obvious than when examining their homecoming experiences. While Reese struggled to fill half of LSU's arena despite $11 tickets, Clark's return to Carver Hawkeye Arena with the Indiana Fever was a completely different story. Tickets for Clark's preseason game sold out in mere minutes after they went on sale. Not in days, not in hours, in minutes.
Good luck finding affordable tickets for the Indiana Fever preseason game against Brazil at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Seats at the arena for the May 4th matchup between the Indiana Fever and Brazil were first offered to season ticket holders and a few top donors. It didn't take long for them to be gone.
This wasn't some isolated incident either. Every game Clark plays becomes an instant hot ticket. Average ticket prices were above $400, making it the highest average ticket prices in any professional game, male or female. And this is just an exhibition match. People aren't just willing to see Clark play. They're willing to pay premium prices for the privilege. The TV networks have noticed too. Clark's games consistently draw record viewership numbers. Her WNBA debut pulled in 2.25 million viewers, making it the most-watched WNBA game in decades. Social media explodes whenever she plays, with clips of her no-look passes and logo three-pointers racking up millions of views within hours.
Caitlin Clark, in that, has become arguably the most influential basketball player in the world, both on the men's and the women's side.
Her impact is so undeniable that other WNBA teams are literally changing venues to capitalize on her star power. Teams that normally play in 10,000-seat arenas are moving games to 18,000-seat NBA venues when the Fever come to town. Clark will literally play almost all her games in NBA-level arenas, with 41 out of 44 televised on national TV. The numbers don't lie when it comes to marketability either. Clark's jersey became the best-selling rookie jersey in WNBA history before she even played a single professional game. Her Indiana Fever jersey outsold every player in the league by a massive margin.
I saw this thread on Twitter. I was shocked by it. I was pleasantly shocked and surprised. I thought it was so cool and so savage.
What makes Clark's drawing power even more impressive is how she handles it. You don't hear her boasting about being the reason people watch women's basketball. She doesn't need to tell you she's a draw. The packed arenas and soaring TV ratings speak for themselves. Clark simply shows up, plays her game, and lets the results do the talking. The media can't ignore her impact either. Even outlets that traditionally gave minimal coverage to women's basketball now feature Clark prominently. They can't post a clip without mentioning her name because they know that's what drives engagement.
And then here we have today, basically clapping back at all of that and proving that they know that they are the moment, they are the Showtime team, they are the biggest team currently in the WNBA. This kind of stuff is not only good for the Indiana Fever, it's good for the entire WNBA.
Clark's consistent sellouts across the country prove beyond doubt that she's the genuine audience draw in women's basketball right now. She's not just filling seats, she's transforming the entire economic landscape of the WNBA. As both players move forward in their careers, the gap between perception and reality becomes increasingly clear. One struggles to fill her home arena while claiming to be a major draw. The other sells out every venue without saying a word about it. The numbers tell the real story here. Angel Reese claimed to be why people watch women's basketball, but when tested in her own backyard, she couldn't even fill half an arena with $11 tickets. Meanwhile, Clark packs houses nationwide without saying a word about her drawing power. As the Chicago Sky reshape Reese's role away from the paint, her double-double stat padding might become a thing of the past. Her league-worst shooting percentage from within 5 feet doesn't inspire confidence in her new perimeter role. The question remains, will Reese adapt her game and expectations, or keep claiming a spotlight that fans clearly aren't giving her? If you ride with Clark, comment "CC is the GOAT" down below. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we will see you in the next one.